Ever hit that send button on a job application and feel like it just vanishes into thin air? You spend hours perfecting your resume and cover letter, and then silence.
It's the worst, like sending your hopes and dreams into a black hole. And honestly, it's even trickier these days because there's a good chance a real person isn't even looking at it at first, right?
Exactly. It's those AI recruiters, and they can be tough to crack. So today, we're going to dive into something that might just be the secret weapon you need, RoleCatcher.
It's like this. Imagine a tool that uses AI to understand what those AI recruiters are looking for and then helps you play the game and win.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Tell me more. What exactly is RoleCatcher?
So picture this. It's like mission control for your entire job search, but instead of a bunch of screens and buttons, it's all streamlined and organized in one place.
Hold on, are you saying no more million tabs open with different job boards and applications? Because sign me up.
You got it. RoleCatcher pulls in all those listings from all the major boards so you don't have to waste time clicking around, but it
Right.
gets way cooler than that.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine having X-ray vision for any job description. RoleCatcher actually digs in and figures out what employers actually want, which, as you can imagine, is super helpful.
Wait, so it actually analyzes those long, complicated job descriptions for you?
Yeah, exactly. Because remember those AI recruiters we were talking about? This is how you speak their language. It's all about skills matching, finding those keywords they're programmed to look for. RoleCatcher does that digging for you so you can make sure your application has the best chance of getting noticed.
So it's not just about having the skills, it's about knowing how to highlight them for both the AI and a potential human hiring manager.
100%. And it gets even better. Imagine never having to stare at 5 different versions of your resume ever again, wondering which one to send.
Please tell me RoleCatcher solves this problem too.
It does. It looks at the job description and your different resumes, and it actually suggests which version is the strongest match. No more final 2 files.
That's incredible. It's like having a personal assistant for your job search.
Exactly. It takes all the guesswork out of it.
This is already sounding like a game changer.
Yeah.
But what about the actual interview? That's the part that makes me the most nervous.
Oh, I hear you. Interviews can be super intimidating, even for someone like me who talks about this stuff all the time. But that's where RoleCatcher's interview prep tools come in, and trust me, they're amazing. It's like having a secret weapon.
So you're saying RoleCatcher can help even with the interview. That's where it really gets real, don't you think?
100%. I mean, even knowing what we know, it can still be nerve-wracking. You're putting yourself out there, right? But RoleCatcher has this tool. It's like,
Is this the interview question database thing? I wrote a little bit about this.
yeah. So it's got this massive, I mean, seriously massive database of interview questions, over 120,000 of them. And they're not just random questions either. They're all categorized by industry and even specific roles.
Okay, so walk me through this. Let's say I'm applying for, I don't know, a marketing manager role.
Perfect example. So you'd go to the interview prep section, select marketing as the industry, and then refine it further by choosing marketing manager, and boom, you've got a curated list of common interview questions specifically for that type of position.
Wow. That's amazing. It's like having a crystal ball for your interview.
Right. No more guessing games about what they might ask. And it gets even cooler. Remember who we talked about the AI features? Well, RoleCatcher lets you record yourself answering these practice questions.
Oh, interesting. So it's like having a mock interview, but instead of with a person, it's with an AI.
Exactly. And here's the best part. The AI analyzes your responses, your tone, your pacing, even your body language if you have video enabled. And then it gives you personalized feedback.
Hold on. It can tell how I'm using my body language just from a video.
Yep. It uses some pretty sophisticated tech to track things like eye contact, hand gestures, posture, all those nonverbal cues that can make a big difference in how you come across.
That's incredible and a little bit scary, to be honest.
I know, right? But think of it this way. It's like having a personal coach who can point out those little things you might not even be aware of, those habits that might be holding you back.
That's a good point. So I've aced the interview. They love me. Is that it? Am I done with RoleCatcher?
Not even close. This is where it gets really interesting with what they call reverse matching.
Okay. Reverse matching. Lay it on me.
Remember how we talked about how AI is changing how companies hire? Well, RoleCatcher has this feature where employers can actually search for candidates based on their skills and experience.
Wait, so instead of me hunting for them, they're hunting for me.
Exactly. You create this profile, highlight your skills, your experience, your career goals.
So while I'm busy applying for jobs, RoleCatcher is like my secret agent, working behind the scenes to connect me with companies that might be a good fit.
You got it. It's like having a personal headhunter, but without the hefty price tag.
This is seriously impressive stuff.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, what's the catch?
Well, I'm not going to lie. Some of those advanced AI features, like the really in-depth interview analysis, those do require a paid subscription.
Okay, so there's the trade-off. But honestly, for someone who's serious about their job search and wants to get ahead, wouldn't you say those features are worth looking into?
Absolutely. It's an investment, right? Think of how much a salary bump from landing a better job could mean. And if those AI features help you do that, isn't it worth it?
It makes you wonder, with how fast things are changing, how can anyone afford to not be using tools like this?
It's a valid question. And for me, it's not even just about keeping up with the technology, it's what it represents.
What do you mean?
Think about it of the information and strategies that used to be exclusive, like expensive career coaches and things like that. Now, with tools like RoleCatcher, it's accessible to everyone.
That's such a good point. It levels the playing field, gives everyone a fighting chance to put their best foot forward, no matter their background.
Exactly. It's all about empowering job seekers and helping people reach their full potential.
And isn't that what we all want at the end of the day? To love what we do and feel good about the work we're doing. But, all this talk about AI changing the job market, it does make you wonder, what does the future hold?
Right. Like, how will AI continue to shape the jobs we do and the way we work?
It's a little bit ironic, right? We're using AI to help us navigate this job market, but AI is also the thing that's changing the jobs themselves.
It's true. And honestly, it's something people are thinking about more and more these days.
It can be a little unsettling, right? Like, are robots going to take over our jobs?
Well, it's not quite that dramatic, but AI is changing things. Automation, for example, that's already handling a lot of tasks that used to be done by humans. But here's the thing.
Okay, there's got to be an upside here.
There is. Think about it. If machines are doing those repetitive, well, frankly, kind of boring tasks, it frees us up to focus on the things that humans are uniquely good at. Things like creativity, problem solving, critical thinking.
It's funny because those are the same skills that RoleCatcher helps you highlight in your job applications. It's like this whole cycle, AI helping us adapt to a world that AI is shaping.
I love that. It's like this dance between humans and technology.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think it comes down to this. No matter how advanced AI gets, there are certain things that can't be replicated.
Right. There will always be a need for that human touch, that ability to connect with other people, to understand emotions, to think outside the box.
And that's something worth remembering.
It really is.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on. What do you think?
I agree.
This has been a fascinating deep dive into the world of AI and the future of work. Huge thanks to you for joining me today and sharing your expertise.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
And to everyone listening, thanks for being here. Until next time, remember that the future is full of possibilities. So go out there and make it yours.